Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. We are back and it is Champions League time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the games today. They have been a little bit crazy. That's to say the least. But anyways, we are gonna hop into a video today. We got a ton of new player ratings, a ton. I was streaming this morning, and then after that we got so many, and to be honest, like, there are some absolutely out of this world ratings. I have been super shocked with seeing some of these guys. I mean, definitely some game changing, game breaking players. I want to say to you guys, I know obviously we're really early on the FIFA 22 content, guys. I'm starting this like 10 days ahead of time, but I'm not forcing it, and I'm starting to pull stuff because we are really getting some cool ratings, some cool things, and I want to share that with you guys. I want to share you guys, my excitement. For me, I've been super disappointed with FIFA the last couple years, but for me, FIFA is always really fun in the beginning. I love it. The first month or two is my job. It's always a really, really good time, super positive time. So I'm always really enjoying it in the beginning. So hopefully you guys, if you're new for this FIFA, man, enjoy it. There's nothing like the first couple weeks of FIFA. There really isn't. Usually they also patch the game after a couple weeks. So the first couple weeks are really good, and then they kind of make the game a little bit more RNG is usually what it is. So thank you guys for watching my content. I just want to say to all of you, man, I love you guys, and let's get into it, man. These are some ratings today that blew my mind. All right, boys, so we do have a lot of PSG ratings today. I think that's going to come to no surprise to a lot of you, and the reason is, well, PSG got some absolutely insane ratings. Now, for me, Hakimi was this kind of big question mark because there was an initial leak this morning where people were saying he went from an 83 to an 85, and I was like, really? I could see an 84, 83. I didn't really believe it, and I also thought there was a chance that he might make him a right wing or right mid. And boom, he comes out as an 85 right back. He's got 95 pace, 83 dribbling, 76 defending, 78 physical, 78 passing. I feel like this is just the fire League One right back. And the links are crazy. Obviously, you guys know how Hakimi links. Basically, everybody on PSG is all of a sudden nasty in FIFA. And yeah, they got some really talented players in real life. But FIFA-wise, PSG is getting crazy respect this year. And just to compare him to, I believe, generations-wise to his other card, the thing with Hakimi that's really unique is that he got a pretty nice upgrade all around. I mean, yes, there was a +1s on the dribbling, but he got +2 physical, +4 defending. So as a right back, it's a really nice thing he's got going on there. Obviously, his card on Inter was a right mid, but he's been playing really well in real life. So this was a crazy, crazy rating today. All right, boys, so Rodrigo actually got a downgrade, and this was leaked that he was going to get a downgrade this year. Last year, if you guys don't know already, Rodrigo was an OP starter player, one of my best friends in real life. He doesn't know too much about FIFA, but he was always texting me saying, yo, this Rodrigo card is tearing my a-hole up. And I'm like, yeah, dude, this card in the first week or two of FIFA was crazy. He's actually coming in as a cam this year, but Rodrigo has a lot to offer still, even as a 79. This rating today, as a 79, was really, really surprising and really good at the same time because Rodrigo, he's got that 86 pace. He's just got that sweat feel. And even though he did get all-around downgrades, I think Rodrigo's card is usually something like 90 pace, 81 shooting. It is really a nice card. And I think he's going to end up being a baller in the Prem this year for Prem teams early on. Speaking of Leeds United and more players we got from that team today, I think Firpo's got an amazing card. I mean, you talk about a nice starter Prem left back. This is probably one of your go-tos, and I say that because he actually can help you hybrid out and link with a lot of other leagues because he got the Spanish nationality. And it's just got a nice card. Anybody who's kind of, defensive-wise early on got above 80 pace. It could be any center back, left back, or right back. And then you also have like a lot of 70s and other stats. It's going to make for a great day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 type starter card. And I know that's what a lot of you guys are looking for. So Firpo for me is a really nice one. All hail Lord Kessie. If you guys watched my video yesterday, which if you haven't seen the videos in the last 2 days, we did talk about some other really crazy players. I'm not going to go over those in this one. They are up on the channel. But guys, Kessie is looking crazy, man. 84 rated, as we said yesterday. But not to mention that he does offer a lot of links because we've got a lot of crazy Serie A players and ratings that are already released. He's got 78 pace, 80 dribbling, 82 defending, 87 physical, 74 shooting, 74 passing. If Kessie is less than 30K in the beginning of this game, I'm going to be really surprised. I am, because I think Kessie really deserves that price point. I think he's going to come in at a really hot price. And I'm excited to use Kessie this year. I feel like this is a card that early on is just going to be out of this world. Diallo, guys, I think Diallo for me is a really interesting one, obviously with the nationality change this year, but Diallo's always an amazing starter card to use early on. And I don't want these videos to only be these high tier players, these really expensive players. I know a lot of you guys watching, all of us included, I mean, a lot of us aren't spending a lot of money on this game early on. We're looking for players to kind of rock out with that are going to be affordable. This is one of those baselines for these starter center backs. One of my favorite starter cards 2 years ago was Juku, and Juku's always got that 70, kind of 70, high 70s defensive, high, 70 physical, low 80 physical. That combination for these starter center backs is great. So Diallo's looking really cool, not to mention that he gives obviously the PSG links, which is massive. All right, boys, so Nacho Fernandez, and we got his rating yesterday, but what I'm going to do with you guys real quick is take you over to the FIFA 22 squad builder on Flippin', because I got to show you this, man. Hermoso and Nacho Fernandez, these two together, this is looking like an amazing starter kind of vibe. And you could kind of go out with any La Liga keeper if you want. If you get a Spanish La Liga keeper, what you could do with this team is kind of strong link the two center backs, strong link the keeper, and then kind of go wherever else you want in the team, which is a really nice thing to be able to do. But yeah, look at these two, man. Both these guys together, I mean, you're talking over 80 defending and physical for both of them, 75 pace for Hermoso, and 78 for Nacho. So I really like this combination. I think the nice part with these two center backs as well is they fit in most metas, and I say that because Nacho and Hermoso can really transition well off the ball. They're not heavy, they're not clunky, and look, 66 and 72 passing on starter cards is not bad. It'll get the job done. We're seeing so many cards come out right now with crazy stats, and then you look at their dribbling and you look at their passing, and they're both in the 50s, and you're just like, you know, is that gonna work? I don't know. So for me, I look at this, I'm like, wow, two guys that I could definitely rock out with early on. All right, boys, so we just got confirmed news that Rafinha has a card. This card blows my mind. I mean, because I say that, I'm pretty sure Rafinha in FIFA comes with that. I think he comes with a 4-star FIFA, but I'm going to be pissed if it's a 3. Oh, it's a 3. So last year, obviously, he had that 81. This year, he's got an 82. He probably is going to have 4-3, but 4-star skills is still nice to have early on. You know, for those Prem teams, this guy is your dude. And also Brazilian teams, you know, keep in mind Brazilian teams as well. 84 dribbling, 91 pace, 76 shooting, 76 passing, 72 physical on this bad boy. Man, is that looking crazy. So definitely a card I'm looking forward to. Boys, all hail Marquinhos, man. What a freaking card. And I've been saying this for so many, I've said this so many times in my streams, so many times in my videos. Marquinhos in real life is so good. He's amazing in real life. And finally, Marquinhos got a massive pace upgrade like almost every other center back has gotten this year. But it's really exciting to see because I really want to use Marquinhos in FIFA. I always try to use Marquinhos in FIFA. I use his freeze card a lot this year. But Marquinhos for me early on is always just harder to use because EA never give him really above 70 or 72, 71, 74, 68, something like that pace. He's got 81 pace, 89 defending, 81 physical. Not to mention these two stats. Also, I think his shooting should be higher. I think EA need to watch this guy in real life because he finishes a lot around the net. But this guy's 75 passing and 74 dribbling is crazy. And this is also fitting into the PSG narrative that, man, these two center backs, as you guys see in the title, not only did they change everything, but they blew my mind. Nah, they did change everything though. And I say that because we're going to go to the squad builder again. We were just in the squad builder. We're going to go back and I'm going to show you these two together. Marquinhos, Kimpembe. Slap them in the squad builder because they're looking crazy. Even Kimpembe, man. 83 rated, 81 pace, 83 defending, 86 physical. And again, kind of like Marquinhos, got good dribbling and sustainable passing. They're going to be good on. Did I just say sustainable in a video? I think I just said sustainable. 68 passing though on Kimpembe, man. So these two guys together, I mean, we're talking bags. These two guys together are going to cost bags. And even individually, I think they're going to cost bags. I think we're looking at two center backs here. I'm not seeing Kimpembe being less than 50 or 75. I mean, he's got to be up there in price. When we look at guys from last year, Joe Gomez was like 130. You know, yes, he was in the Prem, but Kimpembe is going to offer a lot of links. I think Marquinhos is going to be upwards of 100 because of the walkout, because of the 87 narrative, but he might even be more than 100. So these two guys, although they did blow my mind and they're crazy cards, they are going to come with a price. They are going to be very expensive. Not going to be somebody you can really kind of pick up on the market for cheap, but that's why we're trying to mix them in. We've got Diallo from the same team. We're trying to mix those guys in this video to kind of give you guys everything. All right, so this guy passed my attention. Apparently he got added yesterday. I didn't see this guy. I didn't see him yesterday, so I don't really know what's the whole deal with this. I've actually, to be honest, I've not seen this guy play, but it's come to my attention that he has 81 pace, 80 defending, and 79 physical. And he weak links to Pepe. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy what EA are doing to center backs this year. This guy right here, I mean, the downside when you compare this guy to a Kimpembe or Marquinhos is obviously when you look at the dribbling and the passing, you're a little bit sussed out. You're a little bit like, I'm not so sure how that's going to work. And it's a rightful concern to have because it's questionable. It's questionable to have those stats, I think, for sure. But I'm looking forward to this guy, man. I think you're going to see a crazy price tag for this dude early on. And if we head back to the squad builder, boys, this is like my favorite thing to do right now is head to this dang squad builder. If we go to the squad builder here, guys, and you put up a 3-5-2, check out what you could do in the Liga, in this league this year. And the Liga knows it's crazy, man. If you do Vertonghen with Pepe and you do that with Lucas here, our man Lucas, I mean, look at this, man. These guys in a normal FIFA, it's crazy. They have pace, and even 76 pace. People forget, like, on the first day of FIFA, having a center back with 70 plus pace is amazing. So these three guys, I mean, it's going to be interesting when we're playing those early Division 10 rivals games, those early on friendlies, kind of seeing what people are rocking. I'm going to be, pretty surprised if a lot of people are not rocking the Liga NOS this year. I think it's actually a very viable league on FIFA. We've got players in a ton of positions that are looking crazy. And speaking of the Liga NOS, I got another play for you guys. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's last name because it's going to show how American I am. I'm going to go with Mateus. I'm going to go with the first name. We got Mateus here, but he's looking crazy. He's going to be a non-rare, but he's that perfect day one card. He was 1,000 coins last year. This is obviously his FIFA 21 card I'm showing you guys. He's got all the mid-70 stats. And the reason I want to show you that I hope that, they don't have his, I thought they were going to have it in Generations. So I'm going to show you now his FIFA 22 card and act like I was going to show you the FIFA 21 card the whole time, guys, which obviously I was. And then I was going to segue to the FIFA 22 card. But yeah, look, it's even more insane. He got a +1, but he got almost +1, +2s in every stat. Even the physical's now above 80. So this is all kind of hinting at wanting to use this league just a little bit more because obviously the affordability of it is going to be really nice. When you compare, if this guy was in the Premier League, I mean, this is a 10K plus card day one. If he's in the Premier League, I mean, that's just how it works. In those major leagues, you're not getting discounts on these types of players. So incredible to see how crazy this card looks to me. I wanted to include this in today's video, not because I think he's insane. And I told you guys, not everything we talk about is going to be necessarily positive. All right. It's not always going to be that way. And this is going to fit into that because for me today, I was really surprised with how bad Verratti looks again in FIFA. Verratti is so good in real life, and EA just can't get it right with this dude, man. 64 pace, 61 shooting, and 67 physical. It just makes Verratti so hard to use, even as that 87 rated. He has 91 dribbling and 87 passing, but it's killer, man. He's not easy to use in FIFA. He's really just that kind of head-to-head player, and it looks like Verratti's going to be stuck there again until EA give him maybe another foot freeze this year, because right now it's looking rough for Verratti. All right, now, listen, this one kind of is surprising to me because Griezmann got a -2, but if you look at his card from last year to this year, they're not that different. And so for me, I'm looking at this Griezmann thinking, wow, thanks, EA. This guy's going to be way more affordable now in FIFA. I feel like he's losing the Barca links. He's got a downgrade in overall, which means he theoretically should get packed more. There's only upside for me with trying out Griezmann this upcoming year. I really think that he's going to be amazing again. Griezmann is always very good at the start. There's exceptions of years where he's crazy down the stretch, even towards the end. But I'm really looking forward to Griezmann in the start this year. I think he's going to be way more affordable because of the rating. And I think because he got that little pace downgrade. I think he got a pace downgrade it was. I'm not 100% sure. I know he got the -2, but I don't know exactly what stat it was in. No, he got a pace upgrade. He actually just lost 1 shooting. He lost, I think, 1 dribbling. But yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, he's got the same physical and he actually got 1 pace. So I think Griezmann's going to be very viable in this upcoming title. I really do. I think he's going to be solid. So looking forward to maybe using this guy early on. I think the nice part about Atletico, obviously, we talked about Marcos Llorente. That card already blows my mind. I don't need to bring that up to you guys again. The links here are crazy. With Atletico Madrid, you're going to have a lot of links going for you next year. Correa, DePaul, these types of players. So, for sure, a good one. All right, Jaden Sancho. This rating kind of, I would say changed nothing today because they made him slower. I don't like the Jaden Sancho as 81 pace in FIFA. I think he needs to have mid to high 80s. I think this is annoying. Now, what I will say about Jaden Sancho's card is phenomenal looking cam. All right, not gonna sit here and lie. It looks like an amazing cam early on. So we're gonna calm down on the hate train. Although he did lose pace, I believe again this year, he does look like a really good cam. And even though he's not the fastest, I think even in this last FIFA, I was enjoying Jaden Sancho the most as a cam. Even down the stretch when we had some crazy versions of him, I always felt like cam was his best position in game with the way his attacking eye and everything is moving. So I guess we'll see how it goes with him in this upcoming year. All right, Wynaldom is one of the last cards that we're going to be looking at today, and he looks mad. He looks absolutely mad. 84 rated with 77 pace, 86 dribbling, 79 defending, 79 physical, 75 shooting, 80 passing. Wynaldom is actually always one of my go-to guys in the beginning of FIFA because he's always like 80 to 82 rated. He's really kind of getting up there now with rating. He's at an 84 rated. If you look at generations over the years, he was an 85 in 21. In 20, he was an 84. But that's what we're talking about, guys. 19, 18, he's an 82, 82. In 17, I even played him as a center mid at that 81. So Wynaldom for me was an OG kind of starter squad type player. Definitely not that type of player this year. He's going to be way more expensive. And that's what I'm saying. It's crazy to see that Wynaldom is going to be so many more coins than a Verratti type player. I'm not trying to compare them together, but just 84 versus 87 and how much more Wynaldom is going to offer for your squad than a Verratti is mad to see. I think Ake looks really good. I think that he was a guy that when you talk about the objectives and the friendlies early on last year, he was one of the most annoying players with the way they performed in game. It was such a player that was just brutal to kind of try to play against early on. So I think Ake is going to reflect that as well. We got his official rating today and kind of what he looks like with the in games. He's going to be an amazing starter Prem player. Should be 10K plus. I know you guys like the price predictions. Should be at least 10K, but also looking like a mad player. I promise this is probably one of the last ones we'll talk about, but Rebic actually lost a little bit of juice with a couple of stats, but generally, I'm really liking the way Rebic looks this year. I think he was a striker last year. He's now at left mid. Not overall in terms of what he lost. I think he lost a little bit of an in-game somewhere, but generally, he got more upgrades than downgrades on his card. He did get moved out wide, and the biggest issue with Rebic is always the balance early on, but I don't think this is going to be a problem for this card this year. And I'm already looking at it with that left side. You know, you got Tomori, maybe Nacho Fernandez, Rebic. You could use Kessie. I mean, the Milan links are looking amazing, and Milan's getting some real respect with the FIFA ratings this year. Probably the last one today is Ramos, and I think it's good to see that although we only have 70 pace, I really like the rest of his card. It's just going to depend on what the meta's like. If the meta's, getting behind really fast defenders, it's going to be problematic for Ramos. And I would have liked to see them kind of boost Ramos' pace a little bit more because they boosted Pepe. They boosted all these players, man, who are slow and aging, and they didn't boost Ramos' pace. So that was a little bit annoying, but I think he's going to have one of the best defensive AI cards in the game. I really do. It's just going to be dependent, guys, completely on what the meta of the game is. That's a big variable with this Ramos card. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a thumbs up, and we will be back with more. Every time we get more ratings, every time we get anything like that, we're going to post it up on the channel. We're going to get it booming for you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.